Not far from Ulchin is a large natural forest.
다른 소나무에 비해서 이 수간이 줄기가 아주 곧아요. 안에 나이테가 아주 촘촘하고 또 재질이 아주 우수하고 2001년도 경복궁 수선하는데 약 140번이 들어갔고요. 그때 한 그릇 값이 소형 승용차 한 대 값하고 막 먹었다 그래요.
Walking under the pine trees that have stood for hundreds of years, Ross feels time slowing down little by little. Looking to experience complete silence, he arrives at a special Buddhist temple. Golgul Temple is a cave temple carved into a limestone cliff. There are 12 cave sanctums in the cliff of Hamwol Mountain. They were built by a party of monks from India in the 6th century, when Buddhist culture was thriving in Gyeongju. Roughly 40,000 visitors take part in the Temple Stay program every year. It's time to let go of the fast-paced life in the city. Golgul Temple is also known as the keeper of Sonmu-do, a traditional Buddhist martial art.
뭐라고 무슨 부위라고 그랬나? 로스. 주먹.
The moves are difficult, even for this yoga practitioner with 18 years of experience.
힘들어요. 어렵다.
Sonmu-do is for defense, not offense. It corrects the balance of the body and achieves harmony between the body and mind. Baru Gongyang begins. In the dining ritual of Baru Gongyang, a meal must begin and end with an empty bowl. This, too, is part of the training.
It was strange because it was like in contrast to how we dine in Europe. And we talk a lot, like you meet people for dinner, for dates.
There is no talking during a meal. Instead, people focus on every morsel of food.
Yeah, it was quite hard. I observed people around me because I'm afraid to do a mistake. Yeah, it's something new for me.
There is no washing of dishes with a detergent. Not a drop of water is wasted. Even the water used to wash the bowl must be consumed. This is part of Buddhist teachings that man should not produce anything to pollute the world. Temple stay participants have gathered for tea.
Saying that I'm from Australia and I've been in Korea for about 9 years.
I'm 행주님이에요.
Junior mom.
Junior mom.
Yes.
My life is Sanmudo, so I'm here.
Wow.
The feelings that you get from doing Sanmudo are very, very positive. Good feeling mentally, physically, and so it has a positive effect on your mind, your body, and your emotional state.
반갑습니다.
At 3 in the morning, another day at Golgul Temple begins with the sound of moktak. What's more important than being physically awake is being mentally awake at all times. People immerse themselves in a deep silence that's rarely experienced in the city.
Having spent some time at this temple in a very beautiful pastoral setting has helped me relax and seek some alienation from the material goods of life. Sitting down and having a humble meal with people from all walks of life, all of these things are memorable.
Another essential part of their day is ulyok, an ascetic exercise for training the mind and body through a collaborative effort. The dry leaves are not burned, but returned to the mountain. In the afternoon, the participants try their hand at gukgung, the traditional archery of Korea.
Yay.
At the end of the day, temple stay is a chance for you to meet yourself. Completely alone in utter silence. When you leave the daily routine and secular burdens behind and return to the very basics, you'll see the answers that have been hiding there.
It's my 6th time in Korea, and so far I was visiting the temples all around the country, but I've never stayed in Korea in a temple for a night and never saw how the monks are living, and I was curious about that.
Listening to the voice deep within. Believing that happiness is not determined by what you do or where you are. People leave the temple a bit happier than before, not because there's something special there, but because they found some quiet time to be themselves.
This little journey I've had over the last few days, I would entitle A Journey Back to the Simple Life. I say that because I've seen Buddhist monks eating humble food. I've seen beautiful natural settings, and nothing's complex, nothing's expensive, nothing is too extravagant. This is Korea as it used to be, and North Gyeongsan province is a place I highly recommend you to come to.